What are some of the most frustrating or complex things for you in trying to learn to play guitar? In the description below, there'll be a link if you want to book a call with me, 30 minutes, and we'll talk about it. But for now, in this video, we're going to talk about strumming, rhythm, your right hand, so you can make chords, right? And strumming like that, you can change them pretty quickly. But you're having trouble getting that rhythm so you can play songs, right? We're going to talk about how using a metronome is one of the best kept secrets. I didn't have one growing up. We always tapped our foot to keep beat. But you can get a free metronome app on your phone, set it to a certain beat per minute, and let that be your guide. That will help you keep time, and then you can start to play in between the beats, okay? We are going to do a little bit of a Matchbox 23 AM to demonstrate some rhythm and some strumming. And this is something that I've touched on in previous lessons. You need to strum like a drummer, okay? Boom with the bass, then it's the snare. You clap on the 2 and 4, not the 1 and 3, okay? So changing chords is a lot easier, and keeping rhythm is a lot easier when you just focus on hitting those bass notes to the metronome and then filling in your snare, your high end with there. You'll realize you have a lot more time to do all this stuff than you initially thought. And if you strum like this, for one, it's going to make you a more interesting guitar player, okay? You're not always just going to be strumming the full chord every time. I mean, you can. But if you put a little more nuance to it, boom. Bass, snare. The accents act as the snare. I'm going to show you how to lightly kiss on the upstroke to give your songs, your chord changes more flavor. And using that metronome as a guide, you'll pick it up in no time. And as always, I'm going to show you from your point of view. Okay, guys, so you want to get better at strumming. You want to have rhythm, okay? There's no such thing as I don't have any rhythm, okay? To some, it comes easier than others, but it's something you can learn. And using a metronome is the best way because it mimics the heartbeat. It's that 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just innate, okay? We're attracted to it as humans, okay? And there's a free app available on iPhone and Android. I have no affiliation with these people. This thing is just super easy and it's free. It's called Metronome Beats. You pick your beats per minute and you press play. And then it does a click. Okay? And then you just scroll to change. Okay, I'm gonna do this at 70 beats per minute. If you need to go slower, go slower. 50, 40, 60, whatever you need, but 70 to me is a good speed to not play too slow, but you get the idea. Okay? So what you want to start doing is just use this as a guide. Okay? And then you do quarter note strum, so every time the click. Okay? And don't sweat it if you're a little ahead or behind. Just keep doing that. And you almost get into like this trance where it's just, you'll pick it up. You can't not help but fall in line with the beat eventually, okay? So just keep at it. That's your first obstacle, okay? And that should be pretty easy. It's just, and with this Metronome Beats, when you start it, the yellow dots move. So if you're doing like 4/4 time, okay, which is what we're always going to be doing, 4 beats per measure, each yellow dot will light up as the beat. 1, 2. Let's measure 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if visually you need that, put it on your knee and be watching it, looking down as you strum, and just follow the yellow dots and the red dot if you have to. You can see what we were just doing. 3, 4. Okay? And that way, if you want to make sure that every time you change chords, it's going to that first yellow dot, because that's the new set of 4, right? Work on that, okay? And I know it sounds just very simplistic, but that'll help. What you'll realize is you've got a lot of time, you've got a lot of space in between those beats to do other things than just go with the beats, okay? I mentioned earlier playing like a drummer, bass drum, snare. So it's 1, 2. You clap on the 2 and 4, right? It's boom, ch, boom, ch, boom. Equate that with your bass notes. So on the 1 and 3, boom, ch, boom, ch, boom, ch. Think of the 2 and 4 think of that as your snare, your treble, okay? That's your accents. I teach my students to kind of use the right hand as a paintbrush. You don't have to be all aggro, right? You don't have to be all aggressive. And just, be a little beefier on that downstroke for the bass note. Boom. But when you come back up, you're just kind of kissing it. Okay? So, instead of just experiment, okay? But first, just lightly upstroke. You're gonna have to come up anyway, right? Might as well make some music with it. Okay? And just work with that and just start to experiment, See how many things you can fit in there. And as long as you get back to whatever chord and bass note you're trying to be on with that first yellow dot, you can pretty much do anything you want to in between, right? Another thing that I teach my students, guys, is especially with chord changes, and this goes in line with what we were just talking about, you want to make sure that you hit the bass note in time, but if it takes you a minute to find the chord fingering, you've got a minute before you have to get down to here, okay? on that D, I didn't make all that ring out the first time. I didn't go, I mean, you can, and it sounds fine, it sounds great. But you can also, if you're having trouble getting that fingering, as long as you can get to those bass notes first. And if you notice, a lot of songs, they do this, and it actually, it's a more interesting sounding guitar playing. Because those slight kisses accent, instead of just, it's more deliberate, right? It just, 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20 is a great example of this where, let's see, and I don't know the words, the exact words. Okay, so. On the verse part, she says cold outside, she has a raincoat. Okay. The clock on the wall has been stuck at 3 for days. See, he doesn't. He says that first word, and they're not even hitting the high parts of that chord yet. She says cold out. She says cold outside. She had a raincoat outside. She had a raincoat. And I'm sorry to Matchbox 20 for butchering their lyrics, but 3 for days. That song right there is a great example. Another one is Sullivan Street by Counting Crows. It's just really cool G chord after the D where they leave the middle finger there. Look how late I get to that before I make that fingering there and have to strum that. Boom. Bass, treble. Bass, treble. Bass, treble. Okay? So that's one way, guys, to play guitar like a songwriter, okay? Because it makes for a more interesting strumming, and it gives you time to get there. See, I'm not even there on that Sullivan Street. It gives me time to find it. But then, you know, when the lyrics come in and the melody comes in, it just makes it more interesting. Take the way home leads back to Sullivan Street. So maybe that helps you guys, knowing that you have some time to get there and mainly hit the bass notes on the beat and then hit your treble stuff, using that metronome to help you just keep that original. That's the equivalent of back in the day, us just tapping our knee when we played to keep that beat. And then once that right hand learns that and you're in sync with that metronome or your knee, then you can start to experiment. Guys, there's no better time than right now to get the MyPOV beginner guitar course. It's $99. I'm never gonna do this cheap again, okay? Regular $297, over 50 video lessons, a 48-page downloadable workbook, and you can book a call with me if you need to work through any of this stuff. We go through things like we've just done, but we do it in order so that you're just slowly escalating and getting better with each lesson, and we're eating an elephant a bite at a time, okay? Instead of trying to piecemeal all this on YouTube, finding something here, finding something there, let me take you step by step. For a limited time, January 7th, it's the last day, $99. You can't beat it with a stick. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next lesson.